In this preview, we share only two parts, conclusion part 1 and transit effect of Sun for the whole month. These are the two parts we extracted from the premium content. Premium content does have 10 parts, like a transit effect of Sun for the whole month, which represent your legal status and authorities' behavior toward you. Transit effect of Mercury for the whole month for money, flow of income, flow of information, business, career, job, profession. Transit effect of Mars for the whole month that defines your courage and confidence and the family relationship. Transit effect of Venus for the whole month that represents your success, love life, romantic life, success in interview, presentation, exams. Conclusion part 1, 2 and 3 and the tasks required for the whole month. What astrological tasks you can do for the whole month to balance your equation. Precautions mean what you shouldn't do to save your skin. And spiritual chanting. You can activate the spiritual power. You can achieve the best. And you can achieve the blessing through spiritual chanting. These are all contents belong to the premium content. But out of these all contents, in preview we only share two parts. Conclusion part 1 as well as transit effect of Sun for the whole month. But if you like to have the whole content, then what you're waiting for? Kindly visit my website prakashastrologer.com. Take the whole monthly horoscope from the website, monthly forecast from the website, the whole report, the whole premium content. Transit of Sun for Aries in 8th house, 16th November till 16th December. Sun transit in 8th house. You have to be extra careful to avoid any unnecessary expenses. Avoid making important decisions about finances, personal decision. Avoid making any important decision when the Sun transit in 8th house. Support from your family, from your community, even partner may seem absent to you. There could be a change in your work you do. Possibility to let you go of your current position. There could be lots of traveling, which may turn out very stressful, bringing almost zero result. Consciously avoid getting involved in any kind of a living conflict, argument with any of your enemies or anyone else, who are likely to be totally fruitless. Take care of your health. You may develop physical health issues like stomach disorders, blood pressure, piles, causing you maximum discomfort. You may develop needless fear, especially fear of death, of loss of honor, meaningless anxiety and restless mind during this phase of time. It is wise to avoid activities that involve any kind of risk with yourself and with the family. A relative's issue may come up unexpectedly, causing you some sort of stress or worries. Sun transit in 8th house, the other facets. You may feel influence of this transit on a number of different levels. When the Sun transit in 8th house, you may notice now is a sense of strong psychological compulsion surfacing and perhaps leading to behavior that you do not understand at all. At their most powerful, this compulsion can force considerable changes in your life, which are most disturbing if you do not try to get in touch with them. One very real possibility of this time that an encounter with someone will produce the need for very searching psychological self-injury or will force very powerful change in your life. This person may challenge your value structure or there may be a powerful intermeshing of your personalities. On the material plane, this transit can be a time of great concern about finances or resources held jointly with another person, such as spouse, business partner. By itself, this is neither a good or nor a bad indication. It simply makes the issue important. You may also be worried about trying to borrow money, get financial backing from a bank. This is a transit, the Sun transit in 8th house. Authority sometimes will not be very supportive. Aries due to Rahu's position in 2nd house. Watch your flow of income, watch your relationship. Ketu's position in 8th house. Look after your health. Look after your well-being. And beware of any living conflict and arguments. Moon Mercury in 6th house. May I say this particular time period, you must keep a close eye on your enemies as well as look after your health. Jupiter, Saturn's position in 10th house. Watch your professional decision, watch your speculation or investment. Sun, Mars in 7th house, look after your marriage, look after your relationship. Watch your word of speech, watch your behavior or mannerism. Refrain from any living argument or conflict with anybody personally or professionally. In this particular month, you must be aware of any health issues or relationship complications and be aware of any kind of a confusion, illusions. And you have to watch your mannerism, communication, word of speech, aggression. Beware of any kind of a relationship arguments or conflict, cheating, deception, fraud. And do watch your behavior. Do watch your reactions. Aries monthly conclusions. Conclusion part 1 for November 2021. Conclusion part 1. This may be a difficult period for you, Aries. You will not enjoy the fruit of hard work, may deprive of good results. Your business associates may try to cause harm and sometimes create hassle for you. You must keep up your bad temper in check and save yourself from getting into embarrassing situation on the domestic scene. You might be a little tense due to ill health of your partner. You may suffer from a lot of sickness and some sort of tension as well. Ventures, projects that you may undertake during this phase of time may not bring any good result or reward for you. Your enemies will try to tarnish your image. Your service condition may also deteriorate. Health problem will disturb your peace of mind. Rashness should be checked. The health of your family member may cause some sort of a worry or tension. During this phase of time, you might face difficulty in day-to-day routine. Your enemies will try to tarnish your image. Dispute with partner associates are strongly indicated. Family life will not be happy. You must take care of your health, well-being. Travel may be disappointing in this period. The health of your spouse may cause some concern to you. During this phase of time, your life will be full of troubles, hassles, turmoils. For the more information, kindly visit my website, which can give you complete analysis of the whole month, which will define your Sun's transit effect, Sun, Moon's transit effect, Mercury transit effect, Venus transit effect for the whole month. And extensive monthly horoscope report define you in-depth information about the next 30 to 31 days. Task you need, how can you balance your astrological equation with the help of astrological task to save you from any kind of a crisis situation. Precaution, what you should do to save your skin. Chanting, how you can spiritually achieve the blessing. In next 30 to 31 days, how spiritually you can achieve the supremacy with the help of sacred chanting. For that kind of report, kindly visit my website, prakashastrologer.com, and acquire the monthly horoscope report from my website and achieve the best for the month. Transit of Sun in 7th house, 16th November till 16th December. Sun transit in 7th house, and this give a tendency, this particular time period when the Sun transit in 7th house give a tendency for traveling. Such travel will be either tend to be tiring or troubled. You need to be extra careful not to challenge your senior or superior at workplace, as they are likely to oppose you, resulting in enmity and humiliation. Even the relationship with your partner, neighbors may be strained at this time. Your level of enthusiasm may be at low, resulting in an inability to overcome any obstacle that coming your way of achieving your dream objective or goals during this phase of time. This particular period may take you through some sort of setbacks in your professional activities, with general lack of progression and success. Your health would require your care, attention. You're more susceptible to health problems, particularly discomfort in stomach, blood-related issues, fever, fatigue. You have to be extra cautious with your diet to avoid indigestion, food poisoning, food allergies. The health of your partner may also be under pressure. So Sun's transit in 7th house. The other facets, at this time of year, this particular time of the year, you should learn more about yourself through intimate one-to-one encounters with others. You will form working units with other people for various purposes, and through these units you will understand more about the effects that you have upon others. Already existing relationship of this sort will serve the same purpose. As you become more conscious of how you operate within them. One of the most important such relationship is marriage, whether or not it is legalized arrangement. But if you are married, then use this time to examine your relationship with your spouse and to discover what needs to be done and which does not fulfill your life. Try to discover how well you fulfill your partner's needs as well. In any 7th house relationship, whether it's a marriage, business partnership, other kind of partnership, you and your partner function as a unit, either in a specific area with your business partner or in all the area as with your spouse. For your own benefit, you must be as good as your partner, as he or she is for you. This is not the time for the year when you should try to go it alone in any type of activity. You should try to work with someone else. At least seek out the opinion of another person in an advisory capacity. In a business, this is a good time for consult expert in whatever field you are involved in. A consultant lawyer or other specialist may fit with the same requirements. The same apply to your personal life, where you may benefit from some type of counseling. If you have not been able to solve certain problem, you might consult a doctor, lawyer, psychiatrist, psychologist, even an astrologer. But such people can give you independent view against which you need to bear your own view of the situation. Somebody will give you their view, you have your own view, then you merge them together. Sometimes one-to-one encounter may take the form of a conflict, but conflict most of the time is productive. Conflict can be creative, conflict can be productive, depend on you. Because it forces you to examine your own position more thoroughly, thus become more aware of yourself. Taurus, due to Rahu's position in Lagna, beware of stubborn attitude, watch your attitude, watch your behavior. Ketu's position in 7th house, look after your marriage, look after your relationship. Mars, Sun's position in 6th house, keep a close eye on your enemies and do watch your spending. Mercury, Moon's position in 5th house. May I say that this particular time period, watch your decision and choices. Venus position in 8th house, look after your health, look after your partner's health. Jupiter, Saturn's position in 9th house. Elders' blessing will be the God's blessings. Look after your health and relationship and complication. Beware of any kind of illusions or confusions. Taurus, conclusion for month of November 2021. Conclusion part 1. Taurus, in this month, success will be yours in whatever you undertake during this phase of time. All your feats and undertakings will meet success. You will be able to overcome your difficulties, your problems, your complications. You will defeat your enemies and they will not be able to harm you. Your work will be achieving success. Service condition will be improving. There may be a rise in status, prestige and honor. Promotion, recognition will come your way. You will gain respect and goodwill. On the whole, this is a successful period. Taurus, this is a time when you plan will materialize. You will be able to achieve success due to your creative intelligence, applied wisdom. This is also a favorable time for love and romance. Your friends will offer you whatever assistance you need from them. If you are expecting, then safe delivery is also indicated. Others will appreciate your written work. During this phase of time, you will be quite happy. Service condition will improve. Substantial gain are also possible. Family atmosphere will also be happy. You will also be making strenuous effort to surmount your obstructions and crush your opponents. You must remain careful while driving. For your own benefit, kindly visit my website. Why don't you acquire a full monthly horoscope report from my website, which can define you a lot more than the basic elements. If you are looking for in-depth report for the whole month, go for the monthly horoscope report, which will define you Sun's transit effect, that will define you how the authority will behave with you. Mars affect your temperament, your confidence, your courage, your relationship. Mercury's effect for the whole month, your flow of money, flow of information, your business, profession, career status. Venus transit affect your love life. Extensive monthly horoscope report defines you what astrological tasks you need in the time of your need, what precautions you must implement in your discipline to save your skin, what sacred chanting you must exercise in the next 7 days to achieve your supremacy. For that kind of report, kindly visit my website, prakashastrologer.com. Acquire the monthly horoscope report, implement the report, achieve your best. Gemini transit of Mercury in 5th house, 2nd November till 21st November. With the Mercury transit in 5th house, this mostly indicates troubled personal life. During this phase of time, you must try and avoid getting involved in any kind of argument with your partner, family members. This is not a very conducive period for you to be headstrong and highly opinionated while dealing with friends as well as family members. You have to be extra careful while handling your loved one. Health could be matter of concern at this particular point of time. Take care of your food intake. You are also likely to suffer from a lot of heat. Do not undertake any activity which would put you risk to yourself. Mentally, you may feel agitated at all the drained out, and all the energy can be drained out. This period will also give you some sort of a pain, leading to much discomfort. There may be also troubles, difficult circumstances in the work front. If you're a student, you need to be more determined, focused in your studies to avoid any kind of distraction. Mercury position in 5th house. The other facets. It's a good time to expressing your thoughts to yourself, for communicating them to others. In this respect, it is rather like the transit of Mercury through, may I say that, to 5th house, but you can make it very clear to people you stand on any matter and then explain very effectively any issue that is on your mind. You'll also be inclined to use your mind for amusement. So that is for reading, writing, playing games that require mental agility. These activities will be more attractive than usual during this phase of time. Often the idea that come your head now will be they have no special function except that they are fun to play with. Just be careful not to transfer this playful spirit to your communication with others to the extent you play with people's emotion for your own amusement, which you shouldn't do that. And you have to be careful. Sun transit in 6th house. This transit is quite different from immediately the preceding one. Now is the time to examine the problem of how you should manage your life, how you should manage yourself, and what duties, responsibilities that entail. This is a house of work. 6th house is a house of work, of tasks that need to be done, which maybe necessitate postponing immediate gratification. Your focus should be on efficiency and effectiveness. Strive to make every action as possible, as much to point as possible. In your work, this is a good time to examine and refine your techniques and procedures, but for your mind can work clearly, sharply to discover the best way of doing things. The only problem that you may have to contend with at this time, that you will be probably not on the top of your heap, that is, you'll probably have to work according to someone else's wishes or needs. But because of this, you can find out whether you can lower your ego drive when the situation requires. If you cannot, you're likely to encounter quite a bit of discomfort, conflict at this time. This is the house of service. You cannot spend all your efforts getting your way now. Even if you are own boss, your actions will be dictated by someone else's needs, such as clients or customer. Your sense of obligation may be internal. You may have to live up your own high standard, high expectation of self-control. Yes. Gemini, due to Rahu's position in 12th house. Beware of cheating, deception, fraud. Beware of any unexpected expenditure. Ketu's position 6th house. Keep a close eye on your enemies as well as your health. Jupiter Saturn's position in 8th house. Watch your decisions, watch your health, watch your profession, watch your career, watch your financial backing, watch your source of income, watch your flow of income. Moon Mercury position in 4th house. Sometime clarity of understanding is not there, sometime confusion is too much there. Sun Mars position in 5th house. Beware of any aggressive movement, aggressive action. Look after your health regarding chest and tummy. Venus position 7th house. There will be a new attention, especially if you're a single person, you'll come across a lot of companionship opportunities, but beware of foul company, beware of bad company, and don't involve yourself with somebody to create a scandal. Beware of any kind of a unnecessary hassles of scandal, please. And in this coming month, may I say that you have to refrain from any kind of financial losses or unexpected expenditure or restlessness. Gemini, conclusion of the month of November 2021. First thing first, your conclusion part 1. Gemini, in month of November, you will look forward to life with a great deal of zeal, enthusiasm during this phase of time. At the same time, you will be bold and courageous but violent in temper. In this month, this particular period is unfavorable for love and romance. Contemplation may cause losses, hence it must be avoided. Family life will suffer from a lot of health issues. There might be possibility of sudden traveling. Gemini, this will prove to be a very good period. You will be comfortable and to spend a lot of money on luxurious items, but you have to look after your relationship. If you're in a service, there are chances of getting a promotion. There will be also a rise in your income resources. You'll overcoming your enemies. During this phase of time, you have to be careful, as your power of judgment and discrimination may deteriorate in certain cases of decision making. The health of the family member will worry you quite a lot. Speculation should be avoided. Some expenditures likely to be incurred on affairs that are outside of your control. Friends, associates may disappoint you. Journey will be tiring. You might need a completed monthly horoscope report. You might. For that, you must visit my website, prakashastrologer.com, which can give you complete analysis of the whole month. That will define your sun's transit effect for the whole month. That define your authority's behavior toward you. Mars transit effect for the whole month. Your courage and confidence status for the whole month. Mercury's transit effect for the whole month. Your flow of income, your flow of career, your flow of information. Venus transit effect for the whole month. Your love life, your comfort. And the extensive monthly horoscope report also defines you what astrological tasks you must do in the time of your need, what precautions you must implement in the next whole month to save your skin, what sacred chanting you can do for this particular month to achieve your supremacy. For that kind of report, kindly visit my website, prakashastrologer.com. Acquire the monthly horoscope report, implement the report, achieve your best. Cancerian, transit of Sun in 5th house, 16th November till 16th December. This particular time mostly denotes period of monetary challenges and a decline in mental peace. When Sun transit in 5th house, on the work front, you have to take extra care not to get into bad books of your seniors. Avoid any argument with your employer or senior staff at your workplace. And you may have to deal with some obstacles which could be related to competitors, authorities, or people you have unfriendly relationship with. If you express your mental anxiety, you're likely to lose goodwill amongst the friends and family. Health would require your attention. You may feel sick, lethargic, mental anguish, fear, restlessness may cast a spell on you. You're more prone to offend by others, and you may also become unstable in your temperament. Issue related to your family become a matter of concern for you. Avoid discussing anything at this time. You're likely to cause a lot of disagreement between you and the family. Sun transit in 5th house, the other facets. According to tradition, the sun's happiest in 5th house. When the sun's there, you feel most free to express yourself to yourself. Your primary drive is to what you want to do. And as much as possible, you set your own priorities right. You are not especially interested in dominating others, although you may be capable of it at all this time. But you will vigorously opposing anyone who try to prevent you from doing what you want to do. The 5th house is often described as the house of amusement and recreation. Therefore, you have to strong drive to get out having a good time. And there is no concern, no reason why you shouldn't, as long as you make some effort to meet your daily obligations and restrictions. But the free-spirited drive of 5th house, may I say that Sun may not want to do this, which can be a problem. At any rate, you will feel lighter than usual throughout this particular phase of transit. Cancerian, due to Rahu's position in 11th house, beware of financial authority, beware of any kind of a legal authority. Refrain from any argument or conflict with authority. Ketu position 5th house. Watch your decisions and choices. Look after your health regarding your tummy. Jupiter Saturn position in 7th house. Look after your marriage, look after your joint venture, look after your relationship, as well as look after your health. Mars Sun's position in 4th house. Watch your temper, watch your aggression, watch your family relationship. Venus position in 6th house. Look after your relationship, look after your business, profession, career. Cancerian, conclusion of the month of November 2021. Conclusion part 1. Cancerian, you may have to work harder to this phase of time, but you will be unable to do so. Continuous hard work will tire you up, hindering your capacity to work there. There will be tendency to do bad deeds. You may be engaged in unscrupulous situations. Ill health or parents may cause you worry. Do not be rash while driving. During this phase of time, your confidence will be good. Your brother and sisters will also be flourishing in this period. You might get to hear someone good news through communication. Sudden travel will bring good luck. There are chances of getting a promotion if employed. Anyhow, a change in place or profession is not ruled out. During this phase of time, you will suffer a lot of mental stress, strain, but you will benefit from your friends, a lot of happiness, from companion, land, property, conveyances. Those kind of opportunities are there. Financially, this period is not that good, but expenditure can be sky high. Some of your expenditure on secret activities, that is also possible. Sudden losses could also take place. In this particular month, you might need a completed monthly horoscope report from my website, which can give you complete analysis of the whole month. Regarding analysis of the sun's effect for the whole month, define you how the authority will behave with you. Mars transit effect for the whole month, your courage and confidence for the whole month. Mercury transit effect, your business, your career, your flow of money for the whole month. Venus transit effect, your comfort level, your love life. Extensive monthly horoscope report define you what astrological task you must do in the time of your need. What precautions you must implement in the whole month, may I say that, to save your skin. What sacred chanting you must do to achieve your supremacy. For that kind of report, kindly visit my website, prakashastrologer.com. Acquire the monthly horoscope report, visit my website, acquire the monthly horoscope report, implement the report and achieve your best. Leo, transit of Sun in 4th house, 16th November till 16th December. The Sun transit in 4th house. May I say that when the Sun transit in 4th house, this time period, your present social status and difficulty in maintaining your position at the workplace and sometimes fourth house decline in your present social status, and sometimes you have to be sometimes tough to maintain your position at workplace. It would be better to avoid any argument with your senior, mentor, as well as your well-wishers during this phase of time. The sun transit in fourth house. This period could prove to be distressful, prone to be experiencing grief. In a time of misery, your mind may have a hard time to staying focused on constructive thoughts, and instead of being drawn to find an escape in something of an addictive nature, compensating for its restless state. Married life during this phase of time become tense. There could also be a considerable decline in personal happiness. Don't let your disturbance, your mind project itself in creating any kind of arguments, conflict with your family, or peace at home. Overall, you may experience a dip in your happiness in domestic or social realm. On the health front, your mental disturbances may reflect in some physical complaint or even health issues. Plan for journey may face obstacles, and when you do travel, you may have a problem being comfortable, such as lack of food, sometimes lack of support, or sometimes lack of comfort, or sometimes lack of money. You have to be careful. Sun's transit in fourth house, the other facets. At this time, you focus your concern upon your most intimate personal life and the people who affect it most, your family and your parents. You will want to be familiar surrounding now and feel that you have some kind of center or place where you can build solid base for your activities. For most people, this means a home. Although you should continue to live up to your demand of the outer world, because your personal life is independent, and with it you should focus most of your attention inward, not only inward into your personal life but also inward in your psychological sense. Even more than sun's transit through in your first house, this is a time of subjective consciousness, of feeling exactly where you are with respect to the world, getting in touch with your own deepest level. If necessary, go off by yourself and spend time in contemplation or meditation. Even that occurred in the past may come back to you now through memories, through consequences of those events that continue to affect you now. It often wise to find out what affects your past, what affects your past, your upbringing, and the experience of your family life have had upon you. You may want to call it another person, perhaps even a professional counselor, or to help you examine the role of the past in your present life. You may find the past has generated behavior patterns that are completely inappropriate for your life now, that such patterns are major source of tension for you. At this time of your year, psychological self-evaluation can be of enormous help in your personal growth and the future. Leo, due to Ketu position in fourth house, sometimes you feel restless, sometimes peace of mind, concentration, focus is not there. Rahu's position in 10th house. Look after your profession, look after your career, look after your relationship with your professional dimension, with the professional colleagues. Beware of any kind of a professional conflict. Jupiter sat in position 6th house. As it, keep a close eye on your rivals, on your enemies, as well as your health. And watch your actions, watch your investment. Venus position 5th house. May I say that this particular time period, more you become active, creative, dynamic, more you'll be appreciated and recognized. But Venus position 5th house, you'll come across a new love in your life. Sun Mars position in 3rd house. Communication will be excited with people around you. Through communication, you'll come across lots of opportunities, all depend on you. But refrain from unnecessary aggression. Moon Mercury position 2nd house. Watch your flow of income. And sometime your actions, your conduct, your dealings, you have to organize very thoroughly. Watch your decision and choices, please. Leo, monthly conclusion. Month of November 2021, Leo. Conclusion part 1. This period will relieve you from your tensions and anxiety. On the domestic front, you will be very happy and your long cherished desire will be fulfilled. You will be traveling a lot in this time. Short distance travel will bring you luck and will be fruitful and pleasant. You will receive a good news from about the benefits of financial gain. You likely to socialize with family friends, family members, relatives, long distance relatives. Good health is indicated during this phase of time. Leo, you will be extremely happy during this phase of time. Financial gain are clearly indicated. There will be a marked increase in getting together with family, relatives. Your friends, associates will prove to be very helpful to you. During this phase of time, journey will be fruitful. You should try to make the best use of this time. During this phase of time, you'll find yourself to be very courageous. Journey undertaken in this period shall be proved to be fruitful. You may have to get some good news regarding communication. Your relatives, especially brothers and sisters, will flourish. Acquisition of materialistic things is also indicated. Your opponent will not dare to face you. Success in attempt is assured. This particular month, may I say that you might need a completed monthly horoscope report from my website, which can give you complete analysis of the whole week, whole month, the complete monthly forecast, the complete analysis for the whole month. Sun transit effect for the whole month define you how the authority will behave with you. Mars transit effect for the whole month, your confidence and courage. Mercury transit effect for the whole month, your flow of money, flow of communication, flow of information. Venus transit effect for the whole month, your love life, your success and failures for the whole month. Extensive monthly horoscope report define you what astrological tasks you must do in the time of your need, what precautions you must implement in your discipline to save your skin, what sacred chanting you must exercise in this particular whole month to achieve your supremacy. For that kind of report, kindly visit my website, prakashastrologer.com. Acquire the monthly horoscope report, implement the report, achieve your best. This period, when the Mercury transit in second house, 2nd November till 21st November. This period is likely to bring in happiness to you in the form of success in learning and upgrading yourself. This period also bringing in companionship of good people, giving you an opportunity to enjoy thoroughly. Some of you this particular period bring in suffering, bad name in society, and enemies could also be more harmful than usual. This phase also indicated probably loss of one of your good person. Mercury transit in second house, the other facets. At this time, your attention naturally turns to whatever you value in your life, whether it's a material value or intellectual or spiritual. You will think about and plan for these elements much more than usual now. You may enter into negotiation with others concerning property or money, and you may have to define your sense of values to another person so that he or she knows where you stand on an issue. On the mundane level, this transit often signifies that you are much more concerned with business and commercial affairs than usual. This can cover a broad range of activity from shopping much more than usual to entering into an important business negotiation. The important point here is that whatever you do in this area, you'll put a great deal of planning and consideration into it, and transaction will be more important and elaborate than usual. As a result, you should be able to make the situation work out the way you want. Virgo transit of Sun in third house, 16th November till 16th December. This transit of Sun in third house bring a positive boost in your professional and personal life. You likely to progress in your career with a raised recognition from employer or authorities. There's an increased chance for promotion or better employment. You feel energetic and enthusiastic and experience a heightened ability to overcome obstacles, resolving problems, overcoming possibility of obstruction from adversaries. Your work is most likely to be successful and bear fruit. This will result in financial gain, absence of money related to worries. You'll do well socially and feel successful, respected, appreciated. Friends, family, acquaintances will love you, and you have a chance to spend time with them. Your mind is at peace and you feel happy and comfortable with yourself. If you have any family, you'll enjoy parenthood. Your heightened mental and physical fitness will come along with sound health and absence of disease. Sun transit in third house. Other facets. Sun's transit in third house turn your attention toward your immediate surrounding and raise your interaction with friends, neighbors, relatives, business partners, business associates, colleagues, the people you deal with every day. It's a good time to look at how you handle these casual relationships that are so important for you in your progression, for your life, for your routine. Often we develop unfortunate little habit in communicating with these people, which undermine our effectiveness, our ability to communicate with them. In fact, clear communication should be the one of the goal of this period. With Sun transit in the third house, there is a temptation to pour out energy. Take none in, but try to avoid this. Instead of always being the active agent in communication, be the positive one. 2. In other words, listen. Listen and communicate. Talk to them. This is also a time of the year when tempo of your life accelerate. There's a more activity, more moving around, even a sense of restlessness that can be assuaged only by getting out and doing new and different. You might take up the study of a subject that you have never encountered before. You might take a series of short trips. Take a vacation at this time will work out, but you might find it difficult to break away from the pattern of your everyday life. While on vacation, you should integrate traveling into your routine at this time instead of using it to get away from your everyday life. Virgo Ketu position in third house. Watch your communication, watch your attitude with people around you, with the whole world. Rahu's position in ninth house. Look after your back. Look after your relationship with your elders. Moon's transit effect. Moon's position in 12th house. Beware of financial losses. Beware of unexpected expenditures. Jupiter Saturn position in 5th house. Watch your actions. Watch your conduct. Watch your dealing. Sun Mars position in 2nd house. Look after your flow of income. Watch your word of speech. Refrain from any unnecessary aggression, any unnecessary action, conduct, behavior. And watch your attitude, watch your flow of income, watch your presentation, watch your behavior, please. Mercury transit effect, Mercury position in 1st house. Watch your decision and choices. You have to refrain from, may I say that, over hastiness. You must be aware of any, sometimes communication issues can be there, but you have to be more determined. Virgo monthly conclusion, the month of November 2021. Conclusion part 1, Virgo. This period will make you comfortable. There will be a rise in your status as well as your income resources. Family life will be very happy. You might enter into profitable dealings. There might be some sort of a getting together in the family. Travel will also bring good rewards, good news for you. Opponent will not be able to do anything harm to you. A rise in family member is also quite possible. Success in attempt will be there. Your subordinates shall extend their full support toward you. Overall, this period will be very, very pleasant. Virgo, during this particular period, your domestic life may not be smooth, require more attention and care. Although you may be capable of bearing much physical stress and strain, it may be difficult to cope with family matters. You may have to face heavy expenditures, also loss in property. Extreme care should be taken in money matters. You might suffer from health issues linked with mouth and eyes. During this phase of time, you must try to curb your overspending. You should try to reduce your expenditure. Health-wise, this is not a good period. Fruitless travel should be avoided. You will be inclined toward occult or psychological experiences. Do not use harsh language. Otherwise, you find yourself in a dilemma. Speculation should be avoided. In this coming month, may I say that you might need a completed monthly horoscope report from my website, prakashastrology.com, which can give you Sun's transit effect that will define you how the authority will behave with you and how you will behave with them. Mars transit effect will define your temperament, your courage and confidence. Mercury transit effect will define your flow of income, your professional status. Venus transit effect will define your love life, your success and failures. And extensive monthly horoscope report defines you what astrological tasks you must do in the time of your need, what precautions you must implement in your discipline to save your skin, what sacred chanting you must exercise in the next 7 days to achieve your supremacy. For that kind of report, kindly visit my website, prakashastrology.com. Acquire the monthly horoscope report, implement the report, achieve your best. Libra transit of Sun in second house, November 2021. Date starts from 16th November till 16th December. The Sun transit in second house. This could prove to be financially full of challenges. This particular period, may I say that, mostly pretend absence of expected result or profit in trade or decline in wealth. If you deal in agriculture or trading, this period may bring you some setbacks if you are not very careful. This is a time when you are more susceptible to fear than usual. You may feel a risk being cheated or experience anxiety for no apparent reason at all. As a result, you may find it difficult to handle ordinary affairs of your life as smoothly as would otherwise do. But you may find yourself not so happy, getting irritated easily at your nearest or dearest one. You'll be screaming and shouting or firing at people around you, and you may feel less compassionate and less flexible than usual. If you're susceptible to headache or problem with your eyes, this is a time where the symptom may surface. Too much heat on the face side, on the mouth side. Sun transit in second house, the other aspect, the other facets. At this time, you should reflect upon your values and the thing that you value. Traditionally, the second house is a house of money and, of course, movable property, as opposed to real estate. In modern time, we refer to a house of resources in general, what we value, both abstract value and material value. During this particular month, long away transit, you should examine your relationship to the resources of your life. Do they serve your need? Do you serve their needs? Many people, out of misguided need for security, became so involved with this possession that they cannot act freely for fear of damaging their own interest. That is properly interest. At this time, you need to express yourself through your material, non-material resources, using them to define you to yourself or others. For example, you may feel having a party or other celebration so that your material resources can give pleasure and amusement to your friends. You may want to show off something that you own to others because you take so much pleasure in it yourself. Obviously, this can be carried too far so that your behavior is obnoxious to others, but it can also be a source of good time for you and your friends. Libra, due to Ketu position in second house, watch your flow of income, watch your presentation, watch your word of speech, and watch if there are any health issues regarding with throat infection or mouth infection. Rahu's position in 8th house. Sometimes support of luck can be missing. Beware of any sharp pain in your lower part of your tummy as well as your chest. Look after your marriage relationship. Mercury position in 12th house. May I say that beware of financial losses. Beware of any kind of a unexpected crisis situation. Sun Mars position in Lagna. As long as you are focused, determined, achievements will be immense. Still, you have to watch your behavior, exercise humility, exercise patience. Try not to be hasty. Jupiter Saturn position in 4th house. Sometimes concentration, focus can be here and there. Refrain from stubborn attitude. Moon position in 11th house. Income resources will be there. You can achieve a lot as long as you are focused and determined. Libra conclusions. Month of November, conclusions. Conclusion part 1. During this particular period, you will be full of zeal and enthusiasm. Short distance travel shall be comfortable as well as rewarding. Family happiness will be there. Your brother and sister will be quite comfortable. You'll take a decision at your spur of moment. They will also be turned out to be appropriate. Libra, conclusion part 1, you are likely to acquire convince. In this period, your contact with people will be rising. Service condition will also improve. By grace of good luck, things will be start coming your way. Libra, during this particular phase of time, you will possess a positive attitude toward life. Will also be overconfident of yourself. You will continue to wield power and authority. Either in government or public life, there is a indication of short distance traveling or journey which will bring fruit due to your hard work. You will spend freely on social and charitable institutions. You may suffer from ill health and there may be sickness in the family. During this phase of time, your friends and associates will support you, stand by you. Your hopes and desires, ambitions will be realized. You might also enter into some profitable dealing. There is a strong tendency or indication of long distance travel. You will be quite popular amongst the companion. Overall result will be par excellence in this period. In this coming month, you might go for complete monthly forecast report for the whole month, which you can acquire it from my website, astrology.com, which can give you complete analysis of the whole month. Sun's transit effect that define you how the legal authority will behave with you. Mars transit effect will define your courage and confidence. Mercury transit effect will define your flow of income, flow of information, flow of communication. Venus transit effect will define your love life, your comfort level. Extensive monthly horoscope report define you what astrological task you must do in the time of your need. What precautions you must exercise in your discipline to save your skin. What sacred chanting you must do to achieve your supremacy. For that kind of report, kindly visit my website, astrology.com. Acquire the monthly horoscope report, implement the report, achieve your best. Scorpio, transit of Sun in first house, 16th November till 16th December. The Sun transit in massive first house has a noticeable influence on your work as well as personal life. There could be a permanent or temporary change of place. A lot of difficulty at workplace or rougher time with your superior at workplace or with your employer. You need to take extra care to avoid getting a bad reputation at workplace. You may feel more irritable and tired and prone to have lots of argument, disagreements. To complete the task on hand or meet to your set objective may take more effort than usual. There is a heightened chance for going on long trips, which may not bring any desired result, may turn out not to have been necessary in the first place. During this phase of time, you could feel more tired than usual. Your health would need extra attention. You're susceptible to face stomach problems, disturbed bowel movement, discomfort in eyes, heart-related problem during this phase of time. Avoid activities that are physically risky. There's a tendency toward accident. On the home front, you need to be putting extra attention on avoiding dispute among family and friends and making sure you get the extra rest to minimize irritability and mental tension. Disagreement may crop up between you and your other people and may affect your married life. Overall harmony, may peace at home could also be challenged during this phase of time. Sun transit in first house, the other facets. At this time of the year, for approximately 1 month, you will be able to recharge yourself, so to speak, for the year to come. You will become more concerned with personal matter and less with world at large. This period is self-centered in a positive sense. So it is born not to be selfishness, but of a real need to look at yourself and find out what you really need for further progression. This is not like a selfish review. No. This is you need to do. The Sun transit in your own sign. This has to be done. Because Sun is the source of all the energy in the universe. all the energy in the horoscope. And the first house is a projection of your personality. So this transit indicates time when you can project yourself with more forcefulness than usual. It is an excellent time for making an impression on others, but you must be careful because you will not be especially sensitive to their needs. This is because of self-centeredness mentioned above. You are wrapped up primarily in your own concern and likely to have a very subjective viewpoint on most matters. For this reason, you may find it difficult to work with others during this phase of time. If your efforts to work on project with others does not seem to get anywhere now, perhaps you should defer them until later stages. First, you should take care of your proper business of this transit, which is to experience yourself in a subjective frame of reference. Be careful what you do. Scorpio, due to Ketu position Lagna. If you want to create a huge change of place regarding your profession or job or career, or you want to create a change in your residence, think very thoroughly before you make any big move. Rahu's position 7th house. Refrain from any kind of a living conflict in your life or bitterness in your life. Refrain from unnecessary arguments or conflict with anybody. Watch yourself from any financial losses. Beware of any kind of a financial losses or cheating, deception, fraud in any joint venture. Moon's position in 10th house. Look after your profession. Hard work will pay you back. Focus and concentration will pay you back. Sun, Mars position in 12th house. Beware of fine, penalty, punishment. Beware of unexpected financial crisis. Jupiter, Saturn position in 3rd house. Refrain from any kind of aggressive attitude or rigid attitude. More you improve your communication, more you achieve new professional opportunities. Mercury position in 11th house. Hard work will pay you back. But may I say that don't disclose your secrets to people left, right and center. Scorpio, conclusion of the month of November 2021. Conclusion part 1, Scorpio. Scorpio, during this phase of time, you must avoid being impulsive. You should take time over your decision as you may have to suffer on account of wrong decisions taken by you. Scorpio, you might indulge yourself in unnecessary expenses. You may have to face some bad news regarding business. There are indications of heavy losses. Care must be taken regarding health. Maintain good relationship with friends, relatives. There's a possibility of straining relationship with them. Speculation must be avoided or they may cause financial losses. During this particular period, you will be able to convert your ideas and plan into constructive real-time system form. Some solid result regarding your business or job shall be there. Your success in all the ventures is almost definitely assured. You will enjoy very good relationship with seniors and supervisors. You must try to make the best use of this time. During this phase of time, you are likely to face several awkward positions, situations, and also suffer. But yet you are not unlikely to bend and may continue to worsen your environment on the account of your arrogance. Your health might also give you some problems. Your expenditure will be rising. There will be some improvement in your health of your spouse, but it will take some time before he or she recover completely. Your peace of mind will remain disturbed. Sometimes you can be all over the place in this coming month, but if you might need a completed monthly forecast report for the whole month, completed, proper, the thorough one, the premium one, which you can acquire it from my website, prakashastrologer.com, which can give you complete analysis of the whole month. Sun's transit effect for the whole month defines your authority's position toward you. Anybody who's a decision maker, who have a authority, power, how they'll behave with you. Mars transit effect, your confidence, your courage. Mercury transit effect, communication, information, flow of income, your job, professional status. Venus transit effect, may I say that your love life, your romantic status, your success and failure in job, interview, presentation, or exam or test. Extensive monthly horoscope report defines you what astrological task you must do in the time of your need, what precautions you must implement to save your skin, what sacred chanting you must exercise in next 30 to 31 days to achieve your supremacy. For that kind of report, kindly visit my website prakashastrologer.com. Acquire the monthly horoscope report, implement the report, achieve your best. Sagittarius, transit of Sun in 12th house. So 16th November till 16th December. When the Sun transit in, may I say, 12th house, you would have to take extra care while handling money, handling legal authorities, handling finances during this phase of time. If employed, you may find yourself having a bit of hard time with your employer. He or she will tend not to appreciate your hard work. You may feel a threat of being given less responsibilities, less pay. Do not get disheartened if your efforts and hard work do not give you desired result at this time. If you are into trade, you may have to go through a few setbacks. You have to be careful in your dealings. This period may also take you through rough weather, especially socially. Avoid arguments with somebody or anybody. As living conflict with friends and seniors could not be ruled out in this phase of time. You may have to find or go along with long trips which will not bring you desired result. Avoid activity that will involve physical risk. Make safety your first priority. Take care of your health, that your family during this phase of time. You may develop fever, stomach disorders, some discomfort in your eyes. Discontentment this phase of time may affect your peace of mind, harmony at home. Sun transit in 12th house. At this time, you have to get in touch with your own subconscious mind and find out how it directs your life in way you're not aware of it. Try to see how your actions may run counter to your conscious decision. Sun transit in 12th house, the other facets. May I say that try to see how actions may run counter to your conscious intentions. We all broadcast two kinds of signals to the outer world. One kind is what we think we are trying to achieve or trying to do. The other kind, which are unconscious signals, telling people what we're really trying to do. If these two sets of signals do not coincide, it is not because you are intentionally trying to deceive, but you may confuse people even in worse manner, because people will lose their faith in you. They will say out, this you want, this you actually trying to do, this is your real intentions are. And then the game is gone. Then the people lose the confidence in you. Particularly deadly are childhood behavior. And sometimes we try to pretend we are pretending to do this thing. We are trying, but our real intentions are behind the mask. But sometimes the behind the mask player come up in the front, and people will say out, this is your reality. Your karni and kathni, we say in our language, are different. A lot of people playing the double character, 2 faces, 3 faces. And sometimes people end up losing the confidence. And then the people say that I don't want to know you. Then we have a problem. This Sun's transit in 12th house can show you other side, which you're hiding away from everybody. Sometimes people pretending to be very nice. But Sun's transit in 12th house, that you pretend is gone away, you show your real face. And the real face, a lot of people don't like it. People say, no, this is your reality. I don't like it. I can't stand you. Then you have an issue with that. That's a major issue. And may I say that you got to think thoroughly before you act or react. And you got to make sure whatever you're saying, you got to concentrate your mind. You're expressing this yourself, not like you're pretending something. You're performing, giving a performance. No. That's the only issue with Sun's transit in 12th house. Sagittarius, due to Sun and Mars position in 11th house, there are a lot of professional opportunities. There are a lot of income resources opportunity toward you. But you have to take people with you who have knowledgeability skill set. You have to lead the team. That's the only way you can achieve it. But you can achieve it. Jupiter Saturn position in 2nd house. Watch your flow of income, watch your attitude. Mercury position in 10th house. In profession, you'll come across lots of opportunities. All depend on your organization. All depend on your infrastructure and your vision. Venus positions Lagna. You'll come across lots of romantic opportunities. All depend on your attitude. Rahu's position 6th house. Nobody can oppose you. Your enemies will be dishing away completely. Ketu position 12th house. Running around will be there. You have to run around quite a lot, but every effort will be handsomely rewarded this particular month. No doubt about it. Sagittarius, monthly conclusion, month of November 2021, conclusion part 1, Sagittarius. Your desire and ambitions will be fulfilled during this phase of time. You receive great help from your friends and family. Conclusion part 1, this is the best time to enter into a deal that will work on your favor. You may get a huge profit from your contacts and agreement. For love and romance, this is a very favorable period. A marked raise in your income sources indicated. Long distance travel will prove to be beneficial to you. This phase of time, you will receive respect and honor from learned people. Your fame will also be rising. Contact with foreigner will prove to be fruitful. There is also indication of long distance travel. You will be inclined toward religious deeds. You will enjoy good life. Your relationship with parents will be good. This phase of time you will be inclined, may I say, you got to watch your relationship with your friends and associates. Your long cherished hopes and desire will be materialized. Long distance travel may prove to be fruitful. A substantial raise in your income sources are also assured. You're likely to spend a lot of money on luxuries lifestyles. And the atmosphere in your family life will be quite happy. You might need a completed monthly horoscope report from my website, prakashastrologer.com, which can give you complete analysis of the whole month. Define your sun's transit effect. That will define you how the authority will behave with you. Mars transit effect, your attitude, your confidence, your courage. Mercury transit effect, your flow of income, your professional status, your job status. Venus transit effect, your love life, your success and failure in job, interview, exam or test. Extensive monthly horoscope report define you what astrological tasks you must do in the time of your need to balance your equation. What precautions you must implement, may I say that, to save your skin. What sacred chanting you must do to achieve your supremacy. For that kind of report, kindly visit my website, prakashastrologer.com. Acquire the monthly horoscope report, implement the report, achieve your best. Capricorn, transit of Sun in 11th house. 16th November till 16th December. Sun transit in 11th house. This transit of Sun mostly means financial gain, improved economic condition, status, prestige, honor. A suitable time for you to approach your boss employer for any favor such as asking for promotion. You'll have to rise in your position at workplace and get an unexpected benefit from your superior authorities. You could also expect a profit in your trade, attainment of value this phase of time, even gain from your business. Your social prestige would also see a rise. You would gain more honor in your neighborhood. Health would remain fine in this phase of time. Your sound health could be happy occasion for the family. This period also signifies commencement of some spiritual constructive deed at home, leading to even more happiness. Money making or merrymaking or distribution or indulgence, lifestyle could also be expected during this phase of time. Overall, a comfortable period is donated for you and your family, leading to family peace, harmony during this phase of time. Sun transit in 11th house. At this time of the year, your attention is turned toward the group you belong to, both formally and otherwise. To their values and ideas, your relationship to those values and ideals as well. Friendship and other relationships are important to you now. And you are examining the role they play in your life. What kind of interaction do you have with others? How well do they fulfill each other's needs? No one can live in a vacuum. And function of this transit is to find out what that means for you as an individual. At this time, it is usually best to work and cooperate with other people. At other time, you have found it necessary to be alone in order to find out who you are and the chief purpose of yourself. Now you must ask these questions in conjunction with others. Engaging in a group effort and projecting your personal and professional life will be the most effective way to accomplish this aim. Socialize extensively and study the people you associate with, for they are a reflection of yourself. What is true of your friend is also true of you for the most part. Capricorn, due to Ketu position 11th house, you come across lots of financial professional opportunities, all depend on your organization. Rahu's position 5th house. You have to be extra careful whenever you're dealing with legal authorities. And if you are going in exam or test or any presentation, you have to do the full homework. Please be prepared. Mars Sun position in 10th house. You come across lots of professional opportunities, financial opportunities, all depend on your organization. But look after your reputation. You cannot do anything half-heartedly. Please. Technically, you have to be correct. You have to be on track. Mercury moon 9th house. Eldest blessing will be God's blessing. Jupiter Saturn position 1st house. Watch your decision, watch your choices, and refresh your vision, build up your drive, motivate yourself, invest more discipline, look after your health, look after your career, profession, watch your decision, please. Venus transit effect in 12th house. Expenditure can be sky high, but with your own will. But beware of theft, cheating, deception, fraud, please. And beware of any kind of unexpected financial losses due to cheating or theft, please. Be careful. Capricorn, monthly conclusion, month of November 2021. Conclusion part 1. Capricorn, there will be a rise in your workload during this particular time period this month due to your goodwill. You will be very active, busy during this phase of time. You may gain a lot of success in business, job, and shall earn favor of your seniors, officers, and authorities. This will prove to be an action-oriented time for you. You might undertake journeys in connection with your business, which will be rewarding and fruitful. On the whole, this is a very satisfactory period. You will be relieved of all your financial worries during this phase of time. During this particular time, you will receive respect, honor from learned people. Your fame will also be rising. Contact with foreigner will prove to be fruitful. There's also indication of some long distance travel. You'll be inclined toward religious deed. You'll have enjoying a good life. Your relationship with parents will be very good. During this phase of time, you will gain through trade, profession, public, government work. You cultivate friendship with those in good position, achieving gain and honor through them. There's also indication of expansion in business. You will have a tremendous confidence to handle any kind of adverse kind of situation. Your enemies will not be able to do any harm to you. You might need a completed monthly horoscope report from my website, astrology-services.com, which can give you complete analysis of the whole month, which will define your sun's transit effect, that will define you how the legal authority, land of the law, behave with you. Mars transit effect your courage and confidence, your family relationship. Mercury transit affect your flow of income, your flow of communication, your flow of information, your status in job, profession, career, business. Venus transit affect your success and failure in job, interview, presentation or exam, plus your love life. Extensive monthly horoscope report defines you what astrological task you must do in the time of your need, what precautions you must exercise to save your skin, what sacred chanting you must do to achieve the supremacy. For that kind of report, kindly visit my website, astrology-services.com. Acquire the monthly horoscope report, implement the report, achieve your best. Aquarius, transit of Sun in 10th house, 16th November till 16th December. Date start from 16th November till 16th December 2021. Transit of Sun in 10th house for Aquarius. This is a favorable period. It denotes gain, promotion, progression, success in all your undertaking. You may expect a promotion at workplace, favor from seniors, honor from your authorities. Even more opportunities could be expected during this phase of time. This particular period also denotes success in your undertaking, favorable culmination of any stuck-up deal. Socially, you may expect even more respectable position. Your social circle will get widened, meaning more positive, gainful interaction, particularly companion, honor from your circle of friends, acquaintances. You may even expect to honored by highest authority. You could expect a more gain for an unexpected quarter as well. Your health will be at the best during this phase of time. Overall happiness would surround you. Sun transit in 10th house. This is a time of the year when you should turn your attention to the most outward aspect of your life. Your career, your role in larger society, your standing, your reputation within the community. You should also take this time to examine your life as a whole, that if you are going in a direction where you want to, making adequate progression in your life. The 10th house relate to manifestation of your ego drive within your social context, not as personal as other houses. It affects most strongly the most external areas of your life, which are nevertheless extremely important. One possible effect of the sun in this house is to put you in the limelight, either on a small time or larger scale, depending upon the normal course of where you are in your life. You may be called upon to take over the direction of a task or project in which you should have a considerable power. But take note that responsibility will be equally great. It is extremely important to approach such an opportunity with a proper knowledge of your strength and weakness. At this time, you do not have to be super strong or competent to succeed, because natural flow of energies is with you. But you should know as much as possible about your real capability. Do not pretend to be something which you are not, because the truth is eventually come out. And if you have any misrepresentation centered about yourself, you will be damaged. Aquarius, due to Ketu position in 10th house, you'll go through a lot of professional fluctuation, financial fluctuation. Look after your relationship with your people around you in your profession, your colleagues, your seniors, your boss, your juniors. Mars sun position 9th house. Elders' blessing will be God's blessing. Rahu's position in 4th house. Sometime you'll be in the middle of a conflict. Sometime you'll be in a lot of hustle and bustle. Sometimes peace of mind, concentration, focus is not there. You can be all over the place. Beware of any living conflict and argument with anybody, legally or only without legality. Moon, Mercury in 8th house. Watch your actions and conduct, and refrain from any kind of illusion or confusion. Venus transit effect in 11th house. Watch your income resources. Jupiter Saturn position in 12th house. Watch your debts. Watch your spending. And beware of unexpected spending, please. Unexpected expenditures, please. Aquarius, conclusion of the month of November 2021, conclusion part 1. You'll have to face mixed results during the phase of time. Long distance travel will not be safe, but also prove to be fruitful as well. You will come in contact with men of high status, man or women both. Man of high status, women of high status and position, and shall also gain their favors. Your parents may suffer from ill health. You might visit places of religious importance. There will be increase in your workload during rise in goodwill. As far as money matter is concerned, it's a favorable period. During this phase of time, you might face failure in your attempts. Health problem is also indicated. Do not involve yourself in any big or new venture. This is also not a good time to take risk. Health of your family member may create tension. You must try to avoid unfruitful journeys. During this phase of time, you will receive the support of elderly people. Long distance travel will be fruitful. Earning will surely improve. The new resources of income are also likely to become available. Your expenditure will also be on rising, but not to extent of increase in your income. Income throughout speculation is also possible. Try to make best use of this time. In this coming month, may I say that you might need a completed monthly horoscope report from my website, prakashastrologer.com. which can give you complete in-depth report for the whole month. You can acquire it from my website, prakashastrology.com. That will define you Sun's transit effect for the whole month. That will define you how the authority will behave with you. Mars transit effect for the whole month. Your courage and confidence and your family relationship. Mercury transit effect for the whole month. Your flow of income, flow of money, flow of communication, flow of information, your status, job, career. Yes. Venus transit effect, your comfort level, your love life, your romantic life, and your success and failure in job interview or presentation or exam or test. Extensive monthly horoscope report defines you what astrological task you must do in the time of your need to achieve your balance, to achieve your success and prosperity. What precautions you must exercise in your discipline to save your skin. What sacred chanting you must do to achieve your supremacy. For that kind of report, kindly visit my website, prakashastrology.com. Acquire the monthly horoscope report, implement the report, achieve your best. Pisces, transit of Sun, Pisces in 9th house. 16th November till 16th December. Sun transit 9th house have a significant result. This period caused me blame, game, change of place, lack of mental peace, lack extra care of your work, a place to avoid disappointing from your employer, please. I'll do this again. Pisces, month of November 2021. Transit of Sun in 9th house. 16th November till 16th December 2021. Sun transit 9th house becomes significant result. This period could be blame games, change of place, lack of mental peace. Take extra care at your workplace to avoid disappointment with your employer. You may feel humiliated and chance that some false charges imposed on you. Avoid any tricky situation during this phase of time. Financially, this period could be taxing in you. You may also find it difficult to recovering pending dues due from others. You have to be extra careful to avoid unnecessary fee expenses. Misunderstanding, disagreement may occur between you and your teacher, with the other people, or spiritual leader, or teacher, or guru. Opinion of your family member, friends may clash with that of yours, leading to fight and discontentment. Health would require your attention as you may develop physical and mental discomfort at this time. You may feel more tired and mentally depressed than usual. You may also consider doing some virtuous deed as you are likely to accomplish this successfully. Sun transit in 9th house. This is extremely favorable time to undertake the other facet of Sun's transit in 9th house. This is extremely favorable time to undertake a new course of study, a new hobby or intellectual discipline. It does not matter whether you are studying or for a practical purpose or for enjoyment, as long as it stimulates your intellect, give you a broader perspective of the universe. The same function can be saved by doing things that are different from your normal routine. This is not the time to retreat your home except for reading or study. As mentioned, if you cannot get interested in a new mental activity, recognize that you are still eager for new understanding that satisfies that need by breaking out of your everyday mold, getting out into a broader world. Travel would be a good way to do if you can arrange it for this time of the year, but a trip should not be for purely recreational purposes. Please, you should go somewhere where you can learn something new. Pisces, due to Sun, Mars position in 8th house. Watch your aggression, watch your behavior, watch your conduct, watch your dealing, watch your mingling. Jupiter, Saturn position in 11th house. If you are leading a team, you have to invest more discipline, more determination, more fresh vision. Refresh your vision. You have to work hard. Success will be there. Mercury, Moon position in 7th house. Watch your joint ventures. Watch your communication in the joint venture. Venus position in 10th house. Watch your professional decisions. Watch your spending. Rahu's position in 3rd house. Your determination is your power. You can achieve anything. Ketu position in 9th house. Luck will support you. Elders' blessing will support you. You must beware of any kind of unnecessary argument or conflict with anybody. Watch your temper, watch your behavior. Save your energy, please. Pisces, conclusion of the month of November 2021. Conclusion part 1, Pisces. Pisces, you may have to face unexpected problems during this phase of time. You must try to maintain coordination relationship with your relatives. Otherwise, you may end up having a fighting with them. You must also keep a watch on your health, as well as the possibility of prolonged illness. You should avoid indulging in immoral deeds. Underhand dealing must be avoided. Try to go through important documentation in detail before putting your signature on them. Deal all your business matter only after ascertaining all the facts. You have to learn all the facts. During this particular period, acquisition of wealth is indicated. Family life will be quite satisfactory. There are chances of getting benefit from associates, partners. You will be very busy in your day-to-day pursuit. Good news from abroad as far as possible. You should be careful of your health. This is not a good period at all. If you must take care of there's also indication of some monetary losses. Don't take any risk, and speculation should be avoided. Your health will start bothering you. You may not be able to maintain harmonious relationship with your family member. You might get to hear a bad news regarding the demise of someone. Be careful. You might need a completed monthly horoscope report from our website. That will define your thorough report, give you in-depth report that will define you how the sun's behavior toward you. It being your legal authorities, how they behave with you. Mars transit affect your courage and confidence. Mercury transit affect your flow of money, your status, your prestige in your job, profession, career, your flow of communication, the flow of information. Venus transit affect your success and failures in job, interview, exam or test, as well as your love life. Extensive monthly horoscope report define you what astrological tasks you must do in the time of your need. What precautions you must implement in your discipline to save your skin. What sacred chanting you can exercise in next 30 to 31 days to achieve your supremacy. For that kind of report, kindly visit my website, prakasastrologer.com. Acquire the monthly horoscope report, implement the report, achieve your best.